to BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the time when we do our coffee talk. So we get together with you business owners and with you trying to change your lifestyle and give concrete things that you can do to improve your business, to improve your lifestyle, and to take the what? Hassle out of your hustle. So I'm here with my friend and colleague, Miss Francine Gregory. I'm Terralina, and we are here as the Biz Chicks to help you get that business going. Fran, welcome. So good to see you this morning. And we
Good
welcome everybody
morning.
live and on the replay. Oh my goodness. Woo.
So
Mhm.
today we are going to stop trying to do everything
Okay.
and just do the right things.
There you go. There you go. Because sometimes we are just all over the place.
Mhm.
And I love the way they frame this. Stop doing everything. Wow. Wow. We're here to make complicated things simple. So I want to talk to you today about doing all the things. Isn't that what the kids say? Doing all the things. We're always doing all the things. Okay, you're busy, you're committed, you're showing up. Are those all the things we told you to do or others told you to do the last decade? You gotta be on your what do you call it? Grind, and you gotta you gotta show up and you gotta show off. But even in spite of doing all those things, something may still feel a little off. So let's talk about that. Friend, let's talk about the truth about burnout. Okay? You want to comment on that?
Yeah, because burnout, and we're saying this with love, burnout does not come from working too little.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from working on the wrong things.
Whoa. Say what? Clip that. Burnout comes from working on the
Mm,
wrong.
it really does, because you're spending your energy on things that you think you should be doing, and they might all
Mhm.
be very good ideas and they could be very good things to do, but are they good for you to do?
And what did was it Myron Golden or somebody said, oh, it was Miles Monroe. The things that you are distracted by are often good things, right?
Mhm.
Because you wouldn't be distracted in many cases by things that are unhealthy or they're not good to do for yourself. Um, but are they good for you, like you just said? Do we need
We are
another
to,
shiny object?
and you have to know, okay, so you took a course,
Mm,
you went to the summit, you did some things, but not everything that you saw was meant for you to implement.
there you go. There you go. Is that what you signed up for? And often people will say, "Oh, yeah, I know you're running this business, but you should be on this board and this committee and that committee, and we're having this event, and you should come speak." And that, okay,
Uh,
those may all be what good things, but are they
But are
good things for you?
correct. Okay,
And
because
it's
most business owners don't
mhm,
need another idea,
mm-mm.
they don't need another platform, and they don't need another offer.
Oh my goodness.
So you have to recognize that if you're going to a summit, if you're going to a workshop, if you're going taking a course or whatever, you need to already know what's working in
Mhm.
your system before you add another piece to the system. Is this something I need to change in what I'm already doing? Will this information I learned this week benefit me?
Mm.
And if so, what parts of what I learned will benefit? Not everything is for everybody. You
Okay.
can't do everything that you saw, but you can do some things that you saw.
Mm.
Oh, I'm going to use my calendar more. It might be one simple thing. You don't need to do everything.
And we always why is it we always feel like it has to be not just one more thing, but one more complicated thing?
Right. Okay.
Because we feel that simple is not working for us. Oh, it needs a bow on it. It needs sprinkles on the ice cream. Come on. Really?
Simple is really good. A simple system,
Mm-hmm.
not a complicated one, a very simple system.
That
And what
you
most,
understand.
yes.
Because what
And
might be
what,
simple for someone in quantum physics may not be simple for me for
right. Because, like we said, business owners don't need another something, they need to focus. So, what do you need to
Mhm.
focus on? Because sometimes what you need to focus on is the simplicity of your system.
Wow.
What is okay? Customer calls. What happens next? It needs to be very simple for you, your client, and the vendors, everybody you work for. The system needs to work simply.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it doesn't, and you're frustrated and they're frustrated, that's not going to help. Because
When they say
every,
when everything is important. When everything is important, nothing gets done well. That's that whole jack of all trades, master of
Mhm,
none
right.
situation.
Yep.
Woo.
So if everything is getting done, uh, well, nothing is going to get done if everything is important. And we talked
Exactly.
about this last week with the Eisenhower matrix. Everything
Mhm.
does not get in that urgent and important quadrant. And you can look up
Exactly.
Eisenhower matrix online. They're
I,
everywhere. And
I
in the
pull it.
upper right quadrant of the Eisenhower matrix is the urgent and important. Not everything falls in the urgent and important category.
Mm-hmm.
Some things are important.
Okay.
Okay, so you do the important things. Those are the things that you should be done. Or some things could be urgent that you need to do, and you need to
Mm-hmm.
do that. You need to work on the urgent and important.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go.
Okay.
Can you see that?
The unlock, oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the stuff that you're supposed to do, important and urgent things, isn't that the top one?
Mm-hmm. Do it now. See on the left
Yeah.
side. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So whatever's important. And okay, so when I went to, uh, I don't know what class was it, Franklin Covey or whatever we learned in the, um, what is the thing, the planner system? Anyway, whatever
Yes.
was important needs to be, yeah.
Franklin Covey planner. Mm-hmm.
Franklin Covey or Daytimer or whoever it was, whatever it was important that needed to get done, that's in the green.
Okay.
Uh, and then you might need to decide to schedule time to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the do it now is the urgent and it needs to get done. Decide when you're going to do it is the next one. Delegate some stuff you should not be doing. At least something that some it needs to get done, but it doesn't necessarily need to get done by you.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's stuff that don't even need to be on the plate.
You just eliminate it.
Yes, don't even pass it off to somebody else. It just does not
See what
need
they
an
say.
audience.
The tasks are placed in the delegate quadrant because you should eliminate doing them. This may vary due to the perception of urgency and importance, but mainly these tasks don't even need to be done or would be considered a complete waste of time by most people. So, the do, important and urgent, as Fran said, do it now. Okay. Very important and just need to be done preferably on the same day. Oh,
Right, that's the urgent ones.
Eat the frog. We talked about that in the past, Fran. The
Mhm.
decide quadrant. Important but not urgent. Fran said schedule a time to get this done, right?
Mhm.
The important, not urgent. Efficient time managers leave fewer things unplanned. Therefore, try to manage most of your work in the second quadrant. So this, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was good.
Mm-hmm. Then who can
Um,
who can do it?
yeah.
Is that the delegate?
Yep, delegate it.
Okay. And then get rid of it.
Just don't do it. There's some
Mhm.
stuff that are not important and they're not urgent and they don't need to be done by you anyway.
Exactly.
So let's do the right thing test.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. Here's a simple filter that we want you to start using today. Before you say yes to a task, ask yourself this question: does this make money?
Hmm.
Does this support my customers?
Okay.
Does this move my business forward?
Hmm.
If the answer,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was going to say, I think a
If the
lot of
answer
people.
is no
Hmm.
to all three, you need to pause.
Wow. And when we say pause, you need to pause and think about this. I think this is really important to people who are just getting started. And for instance, they are thinking about doing a vendor space. Did you run the numbers to see if you're going to actually make money? Are you charging enough for your product? When your product is custom, it's handmade, um, it has all the things that make it a luxury product. There is not an unlimited supply of what you have going on. Therefore, you have the right to charge more, to ask more um, when you're deciding, are you going to take out a vendor space? Have you
So,
incorporated that into the price of your products? You understand what I'm saying, Fran?
right. So, those questions again: does this make money?
Mm-hmm.
Does it support my customers?
Is
And
your
does this
customer going to
move?
be there? Does your customer attend that festival? You're selling swimsuits and you're at a what, ski resort in the dead of winter, and there's no saunas, there's no hot tubs. Is this your audience for what you do? Go ahead.
Right. So, and if this is not moving your business forward, then you need to pause. The task may feel productive, but it's probably just keeping you busy.
Mm.
It may feel like you're being productive, but you're busy and you're busy doing something that you wasn't. Busy doesn't pay the bills.
Exactly. It's not going
Progress
to pay
pays the
the bills.
bills.
I had this conversation with someone yesterday. One of our clients called us and she was saying, I feel really bad because of this, that, and the other. I said, okay, let's sit down and talk about what it really costs you to produce this product, because she was undercharging and she really wasn't making money. She was in fact giving away money because by the time she packaged it and marketed it and da 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 da, she hadn't considered the cost. leave alone. Where is the profit?
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't even covering the cost of and expenses of what she was um, producing. So, and then to on top of that, go out and pay for vending space. When are you
Yeah,
going to get? Yeah,
well, because people are moving on emotion rather than looking at the numbers and looking at the actual counting the cost of
yes.
everything. So we have a question for you. What's one thing you do every week that drains your energy but doesn't really move your business forward?
Mm,
You're
mm,
doing it every single week. You're not getting paid for it, or you're getting paid very little, like Terry was talking about, and it's not moving your business forward. Just naming that is powerful.
hmm. Because
Okay.
when you're making a product, it is such a feeling of euphoria when you in the creative mode. You know what I'm saying? When you're shopping for a different color or a different fragrance or you know a unique container packaging whatever, and you can just visualize it and you're all excited about it, and you do not consider the cost as you go or how you're going to recoup those investments. Hmm.
So let's talk about this. Do less better.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here's your permission you didn't know you needed. Here's a permission you didn't know you needed. You don't have to do everything yourself. You
Mm-mm.
can automate,
Mm. Talk about that,
delegate.
Fran.
You can automate, you can delegate, and you can simplify. Those three things. And now we attended a summit last couple of weeks ago, and
Mm-hmm.
it talked about automation, delegation, and simplification. We have the tools now that you can do that, and you really have to stop, get out of the habit of doing everything, and look back and say, okay, what part of this can I delegate? What part of this can I um, simplify?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you need to use tools that save you time. Okay, I talked to somebody yesterday too. I don't. Anyway, we normally don't work on a Sunday like that, but
No.
we. I talked to somebody, and they were like, "Well, I have to send this email out, and I'm not at my office." And I'm like, "You do know your email is on your phone."
You know, we
And
don't
then
know what we
they
don't know. Go
right.
ahead.
And I showed the person, I'm like, okay, so your email is on your phone. And they had crafted a text message to the client that they needed to send out, and they
Okay.
just didn't know where the send button was. This is why it's important to know your equipment,
Mm-hmm.
because your phone is literally a computer. This is your desk away from the office. This is a mobile device for a reason. The person was so elated that they were able to send that message out
Mm-hmm.
when they learned to push the little circle, the little blue circle with the arrow. Just push that. How do I know it's gone? It says delivered right there. That little small thing saved them time, because now they can answer a question on the go with
Mm-hmm.
anybody. Now, we take it for granted because we think everybody knows how to text. Not everybody knows how to text, especially if you did not come up in that era and
Mm-hmm.
you're more face to face, and I need to fax you the document and all. No, here you go. We did not have to do that.
And
What?
simplify.
Yeah.
Do you have a way for people to pay you?
Um,
I know that sounds silly,
but
but
this is very important because people have complicated ways of getting paid. Now
mm-hmm.
there's Zelle, there's Cash App, there's Afterpay, there's Klarna, there all of these different ways of getting paid. But if you don't know about them, you're still taking cash, you're still taking
Carrying
check,
change all around.
and okay, we're not in that space anymore. You can find a better way to do this, because working smarter is not lazy, it's leadership.
Well, not only that, Fran, your customer can buy more from you. They may only have so much cash on them, but they
Right,
wanted this also. So now
right.
what do you do?
Make it easy for people to pay you.
Have multiple forms and methods to receive money.
Payments. Because and that protects your energy too. When you have your payment system all set up, you don't have to wonder, and oh, that particular thing is already outlined on your app for payment, and you can just push the button, they swipe or tap a card, and you're done. And
Exactly.
that protects your energy. And then that you, in turn, when you protect your energy, you protect your profit. So let's talk about a simple action step. Before this day ends, we want you to do one thing. Write down your top 3 business priorities for this week. You notice we did not say for today. What are your top 3 business priorities for this week? Not 10, not 15, 3. If a task doesn't support those 3, it can wait. Remember, we used to have an idea, not a jar, but a box. Like we had something, you would just write it down. Oh, that's a great idea. You write it on the paper and put it in the box, in the idea box for later, because you were working on something right then. And that would have been a distraction, which can lead to burnout if you start dabbling in that pot over there. Now I'm dabbling in this pot over here, and I got the pot in the back on the stove. If it doesn't support those 3 priorities for the week, it can wait.
Okay. And if it doesn't meet the criteria, right, that we talked about earlier?
Right. And because the 3 priorities that you have for the week are going to be something that is supporting you, it's making you money, it's supporting your customers, and it's supporting your business.
It's moving your business forward. Yeah.
Right. So this is where clarity starts. And this is how momentum gets built. And you're going to need to do this over and over again. And it's going to get boring because you're doing the same thing, but the same thing is simple. And simple can be boring sometimes because it looks like there's no excitement. It's like, oh, I'm doing the same thing I was doing yesterday. And well, that's how business is built. We can ask our favorite example business, In-N-Out. They do the same thing every day. Every day.
They peel potatoes, they cut up onions, they fry hamburgers, and they do cheese and milkshakes and drinks. That's it. Hamburgers, fries, drinks. Hamburgers, fries, drinks.
Fries and drinks. Hamburgers, fries, and drinks.
And the line never ends.
Because they do those 3 things well: hamburger, fries, and drinks. And while you're sitting in line, you're getting stuff done while you're just sitting in line waiting on your turn at the cashier.
And do you think, Fran, that someone didn't come by and say, y'all need to do chicken nuggets, y'all need to do chicken wings, y'all need to do, I don't know, hot dogs? You got hamburgers, why not hot dogs?
And they would have lost their identity.
Well stated.
There are some people. Who was I was gonna, El Pollo Loco, right? Not El Pollo, no, Popeyes. I was
Okay.
gonna go through and get the naked chicken strips. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I want it. They had changed the menu up from what they normally do. They had chicken strips, and now the chicken is wrapped in a tortilla. And now they got something else. And I'm like, okay, y'all doing too much. I don't want to think that hard. I just want
Exactly.
chicken. And just give me the chicken. If I want a hot dog, I'm gonna go to Derwina Sitchell, who now does tacos. I was like, oh my gosh, you people are you losing your identity. What are you known for? Just be what you don't find in Tiffany's, you don't find boots,
Umbrellas and tires.
no, you get jewelry at Tiffany's. This is like, be okay with what you're known for.
I like that. Clip that. Be okay for what you're known for. Oh my goodness.
You're smart, you're
Mhm.
capable, and you don't have to earn rest by running yourself into the ground.
There you
You
go.
get to breathe. Simple is easy because it incorporates that. Somebody, whoever said that we needed to grind, was wrong. You don't need to be grinding until you drop out. Oh my gosh! No, you work. You set your hours when you're not
Mhm.
working anymore, and you stop. You set your hours, and when it comes to that time, you stop. People are going to ask you, hey, can I call you at 7 this evening? No, I'm not available at 7 this evening. And be okay and happy about saying that.
They ask for a reason. Now you don't have any boundaries. You get a boundary, people. They're asking, what is the boundary? How late can I how many times have you had people say, well, how late can I call? Don't call after 5. You had
Well,
people.
and I look, I automated. People were like, you don't answer your phone. Oh, okay, I'll fix that. I answer my phone. Well, Jeff answers the phone.
Hmm? So
And I can still get my work done with it and do my office hours and
mhm.
do the work and help people to work with me better, because a profitable business can also be a peaceful one.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's keep learning. Let's keep choosing clarity. I love that.
And focus. I like the
Mhm.
word focus over clarity.
I
Let's
do
just
too.
keep choosing focus.
Single-mindedness. Yeah.
And let's keep building businesses that actually support what it is that we want, that support the lifestyle that you want to live. You might have a lifestyle where you just want to write a book on a beach. You can do that. This
Mm.
is yours. This is your dream. This is your vision. You put it together the way that you want, and it's okay for you to take a break and not be burnt out while you're doing this.
Absolutely. So, guys, we want to remind you to go to the front of your own line and take the hassle out of your hustle. We'll be talking to you soon. Have a great day. Thank you so much for what you do, Fran. And for those of you watching live and on the replay, thank you for your attention. We'll see you soon. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.